This year, Spotify is set to announce a new premium service that comes with 3 new features tailored basically for 3 different people. You've got audiophiles, superfans, and DJs/aux kings or queens. Now, these 3 features are set to be wrapped in a new add-on for Spotify coming later this year called Spotify Music Pro. But what exactly are these features? Well, that's what you're gonna find out in this video. With Spotify's new Music Pro add-on, they are finally gonna be making high-quality audio files available on the platform. And in the words of Lizzo, it's about damn time. If you recall, Spotify actually planned to release high-quality audio files on their platform back in 2021. They were calling it Spotify Hi-Fi at the time. But since then, it was just radio silence from Spotify. The feature never materialized. And in that time, many other streaming services started offering support for lossless audio playback. Services including Tidal and Apple Music, just to name a few. But 4 years later, it seems like we are finally gonna be given access to these sweet lossless audio files on Spotify this year, well, sometime this year. But as nice as having lossless audio playback is, I do want to mention that most casual listeners probably can't even tell the difference between lossy versus lossless audio, and that's especially true if said casual listener is listening with wireless headphones, because you are limited by the bandwidth of your Bluetooth transmission. But if you fancy yourself as an audiophile, or you actually have the equipment to listen and play back lossless audio, then this new feature is going to be a welcome addition for you. But if you want to take advantage of this new feature with Spotify's Music Pro add-on, you do have to pay extra. But if you're wondering how much extra or when this feature will actually be available, you're just gonna have to watch the rest of this video to find out. Now, the second feature that should be coming with Spotify's Music Pro add-on is more catered to superfans. Now, if you didn't already know, Spotify already gives access to pre-sale codes for concerts, although you have to be both following the listener and actively listening to them on Spotify in order to actually get those perks. But if you get the Music Pro add-on, the idea is that you are basically guaranteed early access to these tickets, even if you're not actually following the artist with your Spotify account, or maybe you don't listen to them every day. But again, specifics on this feature are still subject to change. It's still unknown how exactly this is going to work. This is kind of the assumption right now from the reports that are currently out there. But still, it's nice that superfans are going to have another way to get concert tickets that hopefully don't cost, $1,000. Feature number 3, which is 3 for those who don't speak French, is made specifically for the actual life of the party. So DJs, or the person who was forced to pair their phone to the Bluetooth speaker. According to current reports, the new Music Pro add-on apparently will offer DJ-like features, which should make your listening experience more enjoyable, especially if it's not just you listening, aka a party. Now, because the Music Pro add-on hasn't been officially announced, we don't exactly know what these DJ-like features are. Some speculate that this could mean an AI-powered remix tool. Maybe Spotify's using AI so that the transitions between your songs are more seamless, kind of like what you'd listen to at a club. Or maybe AI is gonna go full DJ on Spotify, and it's actually making remixes you've never heard of based on the songs in Spotify's catalog. Who knows? I don't think it's gonna be to the level that replaces DJs, but if you can't afford one, or your friend who's just learning how to DJ falls sick or something, Spotify might save you. However, if you ask me, I really think Spotify could cater to DJs by offering some sort of integration with other DJ applications, kind of like what other music streaming services do, like Tidal. With Tidal, you could actually pay a little bit extra on top of your existing subscription, and you'll have access to Tidal's entire library of songs, right from Rekordbox or Serato or whatever DJ app you use. And honestly, if Spotify actually ends up developing some sort of DJ application integration, this might actually spell trouble for Tidal. So Spotify, free business advice there. If you want these Music Pro features, you're gonna have to pay an additional $6 on top of your existing subscription. So if you've got an individual plan and it costs about $12, your monthly subscription is gonna end up being $18 a month. So a little bit more moolah, but you do get a little bit more features, and those might matter to you, so have at it. Go budget it yourself. We unfortunately don't have a release date, but it is expected that the Music Pro add-on will be available starting sometime later this year. In fact, the CEO of Spotify, Daniel Ek, said in an analyst meeting sometime last year that, and I quote, 2025 would be the year of accelerated execution. So, bold statement. I can only hope and cross my fingers that that remains true and that they're able to roll out this suite of features later this year. But before Spotify actually ends up rolling out these new features, if you're curious as to how Spotify currently compares to other streaming services like Apple Music, then I highly recommend checking out this video right here.